Hey there, welcome to Operator Showcase. This video is showcasing the 4 stars that is Caper. Why would you build 4 stars? Maybe because you're playing integrated strategies or you need something cheap to start off the stage. Is Caper one of the better 4 stars to build? Let's find out in this video. Let's understand some fundamentals of Caper. First things first, I kind of want to use the 2 tiles here to place Caper. Should I place Caper like this, or maybe like this, like this? Okay, the answer to this is that I'll place Caper in this manner, forward. Now, if I were to place Caper in the same way just now where I face her backwards, the good thing is that she'll be able to catch any of the enemies that's maybe say straying into the blue box, but the problem is you're not really maximizing the way that Caper works. So Caper's trait states that she can only attack while holding a boomerang projectile. So she has ASPD, which is 1 second, but that ASPD is more of how long it takes for her to reload that boomerang, like how fast it is for her to throw. Once that boomerang leaves her hand, there's a new concept in the game which is called Projectile Speed. So the further the enemy away is, the slower she attacks, but the closer they get to her, the faster she'll attack. So once any of these doggos were to get into maybe say her square range, then you'll notice that she'll attack much quicker and she's actually able to quickly kill them, just like that. So if I were to place Caper over here facing backwards, the good thing is that yes, she'll be attacking faster here, but towards the back, if any enemies were to stray in the back, then she will be much slower at killing them, and that might be a problem. So try to always make it such that the enemies closer to the blue box will always receive that faster ASPD. Now, you notice that Caper doesn't have the same prioritization as maybe say an anti-air sniper, because an anti-air sniper will prioritize the drones instead of whoever closest to the blue box. So this is something that you need to take note as to using Caper. She will still focus on the last, on more like the first into the blue box idea. Now, we're using Caper's skill 2 right now. Caper could be confused with Shiryuki because they seem quite similar, but Caper is not an AoE sniper, she is just a loot shooter. So, in her skill 2, it states that attack increases by 60% and can fire 1 more projectile. And this is a really nice skill because she attacks super quickly in terms of killing people. Now, do also take note, Caper works quite similarly to Cruise, because Caper has a talent that says when attacking, 25% chance to increase the attack to 150%. And then Cruise also has a similar talent which states 20% chance to increase to 160%. So in a way, Caper could be seen as maybe a stronger Cruise in a lot more aspects, but then there are times that Cruise could be better, especially if there's a lot of drones. Now, for some reason when I'm filming this video, my Caper is still at port 1, so she doesn't have the talent improvement at port 5, which actually changes her talent from 25% to increase the attack to 160%, which would be almost the exact same as Cruise with a higher percentage chance to trigger it. So basically quite a photocopy there. Now in this stage, I'm just going to start off by placing the fast redeploys to help me beat the bombers. Alright, and then I'm going to be placing April and Caper. So in this case, I'm using Caper's quicker attacking square range that she has. So I'm comparing both an anti-air sniper with Caper here. Caper's skill stays increases attack to 200% for the next attack, and it takes 4 hits, and her attack is 618. While April is at 590, same skill, takes 4 hits to increase the attack to 200%. So let's do a bit of a comparison of the two. You can see that they pretty much kill about the same time. You know, Caper might have it a little bit faster thanks to her talent, but Caper kind of compensates it with the fact that she has this in order to match up with April. So in a way, April or all the anti-air snipers still attack faster than what Caper would, despite Caper using her quicker square range that she has over there. Now let's change the position of Caper and compare again. Okay, so this time around, I'm just going to be placing April over here, and Caper this time is using a much further away range. So not using that quick 8 tiles, this time she's going further. So you can see how long it takes for her to kill. You can see that Caper takes slightly longer to get her projectile back, and also a little bit longer to kill the guy, kind of needing an extra hit. So if Caper was even further away, you can imagine this would take even longer as well. So this is a little bit of a comparison just to show you the idea of projectile speed. So let's see an instance of when you can best use Caper's unique range, because Caper's range is kind of like the usual sniper together with the back row of hers. So in this case, I placed Caper in a way where she handles the bottom lane as well as the top lane. So pretty okay for what it is now. I'm going to be feeding her a medic because she's going to die there with all the snipers shooting at her. So let's plonk that medic over there. So with Caper being placed like this, the good thing is that if anyone were to leak towards the top row over there, I have the means in order to kill them. So we'll see that in a little bit. My Ebonhorse won't target the smaller guy, he'll target the car instead. And so because one of the guys have gone all the way up, then Caper is able to deal with them. So that's pretty much how it is. Now note that Caper's skill 2, which is probably the more usual skill that you go for, the one that says attack up and fire one more boomerang, this skill is an offensive recovery skill. So you kind of need to be very particular about when you choose to turn on that skill, because if you maybe do it a little bit too early or too late, it might be a way to ruin your strategy because she needs more time to charge back up for the next time around. So anyway, she's going to be hitting the big guys because they have Taunt. Let's buff her together with a Warframe so that this increases her attack by very high and she's able to deal with these guys who have about a B+ defense. So there you go. Pretty nice kill over there, and she's also killing the snipers that came out on the way. So my Ebonhorse is helping me to destroy the car. We have one sniper that's kind of getting in, but no worries because when they start to fall into Caper's range, then yes, Caper will be hitting towards them. So at this point, you can see that there's still another guy who's going to be going past, so we'll let him. But I'll turn on Caper's skill, he'll deal with this one. Ebonhorse will help me to deal with the top guy, or if I retreat Ebonhorse, he'll basically just walk all the way to the top row and Caper will be able to deal with him. So use Caper's range in a way to control multiple lanes if you can. This is one of the unique features that she has that some of the other snipers wouldn't be able to give to you. So think about that. Overall, I would say that Caper is a very good 4-star to build, especially in IS. Unfortunately, she doesn't benefit from ASPD buffs. She does just by a very slight bit, because like I said, ASPD buffs decreases her reload time for her projectile. But apart from that, it's very fun to use, the range is very nice. Of course, if you're in the late game already and you don't play something like IS, you're just clearing the stages as per normal, I don't think Caper is that much of a need to build. But if you want to have fun, whether is it to use her range to enjoy the ability of a loop shooter before something like Narantuya, the future 6-star appears, then Caper can be a good choice to go for. So I hope you enjoyed this operator showcase, and I'll see you in another one. Take care y'all, bye bye.